Hello, Namaste. Today I'm going to show you a video about the conic sections, and this unit is taken from the major mathematics of grade 12. I've selected two problems, one from ellipse, another from hyperbola. Okay, we solve that two problems at first. Look at that two problem. Okay, one of the problem is so that 9x square plus 4y square minus 18x minus 16y minus 11 equal to 0 represents an equation of ellipse and find its center, vertex and focus. Okay, so we have to prove that these equations represent the ellipse. So let us see the form of equation at first. We have there four forms of equations. One form is this: when a is greater than b, okay, x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, and if a is greater than b, then the major axis is 2a. Okay, look at this. The major axis is 2a. This is the x-axis is the major axis, and if the center is origin, then the x-axis is a major axis, and if the center is other than origin, okay, that is HK, then the major axis is parallel to x-axis, and the length of the major axis is 2a again, because the length of that major axis means a and a dash. The length of a dash is the major axis 2a, and similarly the another is a minor axis, and minor axis is 2b, and that is the length of b dash. Okay, this distance between this b dash is a minor axis, length of minor axis. Distance between a and a dash is the distance of major axis. So this is the equations. When a greater than b greater than 0, the equations is the same, only the difference is the major axis and minor axis. Now look at it, the center is 0 0, vertex is a comma 0 and minus a comma 0, and the foci is plus minus a comma 0, and this foci, there are two foci. One is f plus a comma 0, and another is f prime minus a comma 0. Okay, in ellipse, the value of eccentricity is less than 1. Okay, the value of eccentricity E is less than 1. So the formula to find the eccentricity in ellipse, look at here, E equal to root over 1 minus b square by a square. When the major axis is 2a, then E eccentricity E equal to root over 1 minus b square by a square. We have to divide b square by a square if major axis is 2a. And if the major axis is 2b, then we have to divide a square by b square. 1 minus a square by b square. Okay, b is greater, so we get the positive values. If a is greater, then we get the positive value here. Okay, otherwise it is negative. So major axis 2a, minor axis 2b. In case a greater than b and b greater than a, then the major axis 2b and minor axis is 2a. Okay, and other forms are there. So the given equation should transform any one of these four form of equations. Okay, we have this here, two more: x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square, this divided a square and this divided by b square. Okay, so we try to convert that equations to any one of these forms. Okay, let us start. We have given equation, okay, and this equation is further simplified like this. We arrange the term containing x and x square together, similarly term containing y square and y together. Okay, and then after that we make the coefficient of x square 1 by taking common. Among 9x square and 18x, 9 can be taken as common, and 4y square minus 16y we can take 4 common. Okay, then we get the result like this, and then we make the square to this term. Okay, we make the square to this term also. Okay, that means we convert this in the form of x minus h whole square and this to the form of y minus k whole square. Okay, so remember these terms. Okay, and another this one. Okay, then how we do this? Look at here. So we know that a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we make that form. So we have ax square, that is as a square, minus 2ab. Then we need b square, so plus b square, that is there is 1, so we add 1 square. So adding 1 square to make x square minus 2x, we have to subtract 1 square. Similarly, in y square minus 4y, we do y square minus 2ab. b is 2, so we add plus 2 square, that is b square. And we have added 2 square, so we subtract 2 square. And the constant remains same. Okay. And after this, now we have the square terms. Okay. And these three terms, these three forms x minus 1 whole square, and these three terms, forms y minus 2 whole square. You can see that easily. And after that, okay, we have that 9, we multiply these two terms by 9. 9 times x minus 1 whole square minus 9 1 is 9. 4 times y minus 2 whole square minus 4 4 is 16. Plus minus minus 11 as it is. Now we add all this minus 9 minus 16 minus 11. When added, okay, it becomes 36. Okay, look at here. Okay, that becomes minus 36, and we take to the right. This minus 36 should be taken to the right side so that we get this one, and we have to make this 1 because in the equation of ellipse, look at here, all the right hand terms are 1. Okay, then now making this 1, we can make this 1 by dividing 36. So dividing both sides by 36, we get 1. Here 9 4s are 36, 4 9s are 36. So further we get the simplification like this. Now this is one of the form that we have given in this here. Okay, this is the form like this. Okay, or this one. Which one? B is greater than 1 or A greater than B. We check that. Okay. That is a equation of the ellipse. So we have a conclusion that which is equation of ellipse of the form x minus h whole square by a square plus y minus k whole square by b square equal to 1. And this proves that the given equation represents the equation of ellipse. Okay, we have completed the first part. Now we prove the next part of the solutions. Okay, I will continue the next part. Okay, now we're comparing the two equations. Okay, I and I. Look at the comparisons. A square. This a square, 4, 9. Okay, this is the 9 and this is b square. Okay, look at this, the 9. Okay, 9 and b square can be quite this b square, and this is 4 and this is a. We can equate. Then we get a value of a is 2 and value of b is 3. B is greater than a, so the major axis is 2b. Okay, let's see the another part. Okay, then comparing that two equations, we get a square equal to 4, therefore a equal to 2, b square equal to 9, therefore b equal to 3, and already s equal to 1 and k equal to 1. Once again, let's see here. Okay, x minus 1, s minus h. So h is equal to 1 and y minus 2, y minus k. Comparing k equal to 2. Okay, so we have got h is equal to 1 and k. Now we have to find which one is the major axis. Either it is 2a or 2b. So look at here, the value of b is greater than a equal to 2. So the major axis is 2b. Okay, b is greater than a, so major axis is 2b. So the axis lies on y axis. Okay, so we use this formula. Look at this here. Okay, if b is greater than 0, last one here, then we have to e equal to 1 minus a square by b square. Okay, b is greater than, with this is the form of the ellipse. So we have, look at vertex, formula of vertex s comma k plus minus b, and the formula of focus is s comma k plus minus be, and the formula of eccentricity is root over 1 minus a square by b square. Because b is greater than a, so we divide a square by b square, as the major axis is 2b. Okay, so now by putting the values of a, b, we get the value of e as root over 5 divided by 3. Okay, then we have finally the center sk is equal to 1 comma 2, very easy, and the vertex is s comma k plus minus b. Putting the value of skb, okay, we get this, taking positive sign, 2 plus 3 becomes 5, so one of the vertex is 1 comma 5, and putting value of skb, taking negative sign, we get 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. So I have a 2 vertices, okay, vertex. Now finally we have to find the focus. Okay, we have formula s comma k plus be. Putting the value of skb, e, we get this result, and cancelling this 3 and 3, we get this one. This is the final answer. Okay, this completes the first solutions. Now we go to the next solutions, that is this one. This is questions from hyperbola. Find the equation of hyperbola with vertex at 0, 8 and passes through the point 4, 8 root 2. Okay, so writing the given information at first, vertex of the parabola 0, b equal to 0, 8. Why? Because the x coordinate of the vertex is 0, so it is clear that the axis is y-axis. Okay, this 0, b is a point on y-axis, so the axis is y-axis. Okay, and b is 8. Okay, so now value of b is 8 and the transverse axis is 2b. Okay, now let us see about the diagram of hyperbola at first. Look at this diagram. Okay, in this diagram the axis of hyperbola is the x-axis because the center is 0, 0. Okay, and transverse axis is 2a. It is the x-axis. Okay, we see the another axis. Look at here, and this is the another parabola, and the equation of this type of hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to minus 1. Look at here, the vertex is of the form 0, b. That is why y-axis is the axis. Okay, so the transverse axis of this parabola is twice b. Okay, then we have to use this formula. The equation have this form for the given for the vertex 0, 8. Okay, now we have another one, that the solution of our solutions. Now we let the equations of hyperbola as I've already shown that. Let the equation of hyperbola be x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to minus 1. Okay, this is the minus 1 when x square minus a square minus y square by b square equal to minus 1 when the transverse axis is 2b, and if the transverse axis is 2a, then this is plus 1. Remember that. Okay, and then now we have to find the value of a. One condition that we have given, this hyperbola passes through the point 4, 8 root 3. So we write that since the hyperbola passes through the point 4, 8 root 2, and putting the value of x and y as 4 and 8 root 2 respectively in this equation I, and the value of b equal to 8 in this equations, we get the following part. Okay, and on simplifying this, we get the value of a square equal to 4 square and a equal to 4. So to find the equation of hyperbola, b is given. We have already determined the value of b. Now we have already obtained the value of a. By putting the value of a and b in this equation I, we get the required equation of hyperbola. Okay, So we write it in the another sides. Substituting the value of a and b in the equation I, we write that the equations like this. Okay, x square by 4 square minus y square by 8 square. Putting the value of a and b, a 4 square, okay, b 8 square, and simplifications we get this one. Okay, and further on simplifying we get this result, and this is the final answer. Okay, thank you for watching the video. We will have more videos in coming days. Tomorrow also I will send you one more videos from this unit. I will complete this unit, some important questions, short and long both. Okay, you also try at home, you revise the lessons. Once again, seeing this video. Thank you for watching the video.